Hey, I'm Brian Van, SportbikeTrackGear.com, here with another episode of You Can't Make This Shit Up. Don't yuck my yummy. Okay, so last week we introduced this t-shirt that I came up with, right? This is a pretty kick-ass t-shirt in my estimation. It's got the American flag on it. It's got the New Hampshire model, Live Free or Die, underneath the flag. On the front, it's got our logo. It's pretty fucking cool. And we sold a bunch of them. It's great. I put them in an email blast that went out to, well, several 100,000 people at one time. And we managed to get some hate mail that I thought I would share with everyone. Before we get into the hate mail, what is this about? Well, this is about America. I love America. I think you probably love America too. It's the greatest place in the world to live. Everyone should be proud of their country, regardless of which it is that you live in. You should work hard to contribute to it, and you should be proud of the net result. Live free or die. My wife and I took a great road trip in the fall of this year after the end of the Moto America season, right? A lot of time and effort spent there, so her and I took a few days alone together. We went to the East Coast. We'd not previously been there. During part of that trip, we drove into the great state of New Hampshire, and immediately emblazoned upon the welcome sign were these words, live free or die. And both of us, Marcia and I both saw that and were like, that's pretty cool. I'm like, you know what would be cool? If we did just one of our company shirts and put the flag and she's like, yeah, I think that's a good idea. So I came home and I actually did just that. And for that, we got this. Start off with the longer of the two. I have liked your business. However, I must comment on your shirt, live free or die. I am a proud 65-year-old Navy vet. There I will pause and I will say, sir, thank you for your service to our great country. Anybody who knows us or who's ever met us at the track knows we have deep love for the veteran community in this country. Without our military, we would not enjoy the freedoms that we do have today. So thank you to every man or woman that has participated or currently participates in our military. We all in America love our freedom. Our freedom is not unlimited. You are not free to cry out fire in a crowded space, for if you do, you'll be found liable for any deaths, injuries, or property damage. In the exact same way, your freedom ends where during a raging pandemic, you choose to circulate freely among the public without a mask. The human being is a walking biological weapon during a pandemic, a true lethal germ farm. Your irresponsibility to others equates exactly to the above false freedom to cry out fire when there is none. In summary, if you really were, which he is insinuating I'm not a patriotic person, really were a patriot, you would want all the non-vaccinated unmaskers to stop clogging our hospitals and disrupting businesses with absenteeism and supply chain issues. Businesses being a supposed Republican prime interest. In closing, your freedom, if one is to really understand the concept, does end at the point where one jeopardizes the health of safety and of others, the health and safety of others. I love Weir and CCS, what they have done for the sport bike racing community since I discovered them in 1993. Keep up the good work. Don't stop using your brain. If what I have suspected about the t-shirt is wrong, then no harm done. But the concept of freedom and where it ends in our modern civilization is surely not. I'm not sure that I really understand the end of that. Maybe I need to Google it. I don't know. That's example one, okay? I think he's accusing me of being a Republican. thinking maybe that person identifies as a Democrat. The irony of this is the state motto for clearly what would be a blue state. I don't know that there should be blue states or red states. I think they should all be red, white, and blue. That's personally how I see it. So that's a rather ironic thing. So let's read the next one. This one I did respond to. For what it's worth, I've enjoyed following Max's advancement as a racer, and I find STG's reviews of equipment to be particularly helpful. However, the Live Free or Die t-shirt advertised in this email appears to be political. Perhaps it shouldn't be, but in the current climate, it's impossible to separate that kind of messaging from the politics and division that plague our nation. I'd urge you to focus on motorcycles, not political messages. My 2 cents. To which I responded, thanks for the email and the kind words. I am a freedom-loving motorcycle racer, not a politician. The only place in the world where your political alignment does not matter is the race paddock. That's an opinion that I hold. This is one of the many reasons we spend so much time there. If loving my family, motorcycles, and freedom gets us canceled, I 100% accept that. To which this concerned individual, and I do appreciate their concern, responded. Perhaps I should have asked it differently. What is your goal with posting this message/shirt at this time? You've owned the shop for a long time, and why choose now to put this message out? There's a lot of us and them going on in the political arena. Whether we like it or not, the slogans we may have liked and supported in the past have been adopted by some for their political agenda. Given the climate, it's impossible to repeat the slogan today and not have it interpreted as supporting the political views of some folks. You say that politics doesn't matter in a paddock. I think most motorcycle riders would say they like freedom. The freedom to jump on a bike and go for a cruise, hanging out with buddies at the track, and free from cares of my 9 to 5, etc. But at the paddock, if someone starts to push their political views on me, I pull back. There's very little merchandise in your catalog that you sell that isn't available somewhere else. True statement. Why make it about politics? Why isn't it just about motorcycles? I'm going to tell you right now, this is 100% not about politics. It's about my love for the country that we all live in. And I will confess to this. I love the freedom that we have in this country, the freedom that allowed me to start this business, right? That's been going on now for 16 years, the freedom that allows me to go racing and partner up with a professional race organization and expand the team for next year and add a rider, another great family to our team. The freedom to get in that truck and pull that trailer all across the country and go experience these different places and these different racetracks with people that I enjoy spending my time with. I love all of that freedom, right? I love the freedom to choose. Our place of work here is a place of choice. I actually have to include that now when I interview people so they understand that I don't care who you voted for. I don't care if you're vaxxed or unvaxxed. I don't care about those things. Those are your personal choices to which I don't even want to have any influence over. Not a politician. I sell motorcycle parts and accessories here, but we do really deeply believe in these words, live free or die, these freedoms that we all hold dear, maybe for different reasons, right, are things that we can never let go of. Never trade freedom for the illusion of safety. We should all think that way, and we need to all stop this divisive BS, right? I think there's powers at work in the universe today that are trying to divide us as people. It's important we all remember this country belongs to each and every single one of us as citizens that live in this country, that pay taxes and support and move this country forward. And the moment that we all put this petty bullshit aside, that we stop focusing on the things that we don't see the same way, and we look towards the bigger end goals, and we start to work together to achieve those goals and put aside petty differences, the better off we're all going to be.